Hello and welcome back to FTB Skies episode 45, I believe we're at. So, in between episodes here, I let the game run overnight and just enabled my reactor and hoped for the best. Nothing blew up, as you can see. I did run out of fissil fuel, however, so that's less than optimal. I did bang up quite a bit of the polonium here, but I did also convert it into antimatter, so I'm almost at 2 buckets of antimatter now, which is great. I did expand the capacity of this one here slightly. I added 5 more induction coils up there, or induction, whatever they're called. But the biggest problem that I ran into is actually the fluorite block, which were running out, and it still is not really catching up yet. But I think that's because of a huge backlog there is. As you can see here, once in a while one comes in and the acid gets converted over, and it gets converted into the fissile fuel. Oh, this here is actually crafting as fast as it can, so yes, it will back up at some point in the near future, which is great. That means that I have an overproduction of it, which is exactly what I want. How I achieve this is kind of similar to my other approach, adding 16 more sifters, all of them doing gravel, running really quickly. If I take a look at my input box here, I know where my next problem is going to lie. Scaling up these kind of things here kind of have an impact on my processing setup down here. So I've been running quite long now on this processing setup here, but as you can see here, everything gets filled up here, and this over here is rapidly filling, as in really rapidly. One way of overcoming this would of course just throw in some void upgrades here, or I can expand out this line here to have multiple rows of processing set up. That was actually my original intent as well. Having the full-fledged thing here was just never really needed. So yeah, maybe now. Let's see. So in order to do this here, I need oxygen. Oxygen goes in here. I then need to have... I could expand this with like 7 more rows, I guess. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means that I need to relocate my elevator system here. It is not super useful anymore either way, so that could be a potential approach to it. I don't really travel that much or deal that much with the things that were used to be here. So yeah, definitely a possibility here. But yeah, so that's... For now, I'm gonna throw in the void upgrades if I... Actually, yeah, I'm going to throw in the void upgrades because the when looking at this here, it's not really important resources I get here. There's only one important resource, and that's technically the uranium here, and I get plenty of that by just throwing in a bit of an extra buffer into it. So if I do like this, is this all of them? I think I have added it to all of them, right? Yes, perfect. And then craft, I don't know, give me 100. I don't know if I can craft 100, but give me 100. I have noticed there's something buggy going on here. Oh, it actually worked this time. It has a tendency to toss in the diamond upgrade first before netherite comes in here, meaning that, yeah, doesn't really work as it's intended. You can see here that the diamond upgrade is supposed to be in the upper input here. And the second one here is on the north side of this block here. But pipes completely ignores this destination setup here. And it just dumps stuff into it as soon as possible. But yeah, this here slowly expands. Oh, no, not up here. I wanted to upgrade the ones down here. So let's grab a few here and just say, you are important. So get 3 of them. Actually, maybe all of them just get 3. That means that I can have a humongous amount of backlog that I'm probably never going to use, but who cares? I get plenty of resources from all of this. Also up here, there was the fluoride, just to make sure that we have enough room for that, where that's over here. We do have plenty of backlog here, so I can have, I don't know. I don't know how many I can have of the top one here, but I can have 1.4 billion fluoride. That should be more than enough. My redstone is also counting up pretty well. I wonder, so this one here, no, actually, I don't need that. Appetite, I do actually need that for something else. I doubt that I will ever fill those up, but yeah, might as well. Is there anything else here that's worth upgrading here? Let's see. A bit more bone meal, maybe? A bit more. Well, that's the slower one, but that's fine. So yeah, I do have plenty of other things that I'm crafting and getting. Oh, I don't have a void on that one, or that one, or that one. That could be a problem. Actually, that it's not just could be, it will be a problem at some point, because once they start generating towards it, then it just keeps generating and it will completely overflow. And this one here, if I go and look for yeah, exactly, this completely overflows my system. Oh boy, that's not good. So just to make sure that that doesn't happen right now, go do like that, and you too. Yes. That's actually bad. Can I set up a quick small solution here? Is this a... This is... Oh, that's the one of those. I cannot move that around. I could take it from up here, I guess. So if I take black, so let's fix this problem here. So black here goes here. Oh, can I actually fix this? Oh, we need to export it into a completely new system, and then from that system transfer it over here. Yeah, I can fix it, but it's gonna be ugly. Where is it? It's here. So in order to fix it, so first of all, I do not want to directly input it into the system. I want it to have a buffer where it goes into first. So it's this one here I want it to into. So I'm gonna place an item here, and then I'm gonna take out one of those just to seed it. There we go. Then we want an export. See, we have the export bus here. We do want the acceleration cards. I don't remember. Do we? Is there a block or a? I can't remember if it's refined storage or if it's. I think it's just the acceleration card. Yep. So I'm gonna place one here. Gonna place you there. And oh, I need another one. And I'm gonna tell this one here, please export this and do it fast. We'll now fill this one up, and I then need to have a few of the netherite storages, just to make sure that this should contain everything without any problem. So this will drain out the system, as you can see here. It did not take from this first. Is this not a high priority? This has a high priority first. I wonder. How's my storage actually doing up here? I am emptying it out quite rapidly, which is great. I'm guessing I was actually at a line where it would be problematic. Okay, so in a few moments that would have been drained out, and then I can actually insert it the other way around. Cool. Anyway, back to the scheduled sending this today. So up here, let's see, did we follow up along with this? It's not quite catching up yet, but it is some... Why is this now suddenly... Is this filled up? No, this is not filled up. I'm not sure. Why does this go like that? Plenty of power to run it. Do we need a specific amount? 1 to 1. Oh, okay, so it's technically working. It's just processing the backlog, I guess. Yeah, okay. Now that will continue working for a while. Let's see if that actually is enough to keep this running. Oh, it's so loud. So loud. But I would love to have that running so that I can have the 5 million FE. 5 mega FE, I don't know what it's. I'm guessing million. It's a good input with significantly. Okay, it does keep going up to like 4K. That's problematic for my passive generation though. But it's fine as long as I can keep that running. Okay, so maybe we wanna... Maybe some more power generation would be in its place. Yeah, maybe. So what do we have here? We do have the dynamos. That would be an easy way of setting something up. Alternator. We do have a create one, so we could create alternators and just create a ton of them. Pitiful. I've never actually played around with the mycelium. Like those could be interesting to get up and running as well. There's also the fusion reactor. I'm leaning more towards... I don't know if I want the fusion reactor or if I want to go with the RF tools aspect of it. Let me look into what's involved in either of them and then take a decision based on that. Okay, I've figured out what I want to do as the next step. It's going to be the fusion reactor because there's so much cool stuff in that one. Just to show you a quick thing here, the SPS reactor have been running a bit. I've just set it to bypass the limit, set the transfer limit to 0 and priority to -100. And then that would basically process up all the polonium that I had in the system at that given time. Yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking of setting it up here. Then I can have the byproduct of fuel production over on this field here. And maybe have the laser contraption either below or from this side here. I'm going to try and set it below first because I would like to contain it within the same block. But I'm not sure if a laser can actually be set like that. We can check that. Let's say we go in here, find the laser. Let's just craft 4 lasers now. So I'm only crafting 4 because I want a button on the machine down there. So if I grab a button here as well, yeah, that one should work. So let's see. If I place you here, can you be placed like that? It looks like it can. This here can be set to... I think it's the pulse one that I want. That means that I can set up a laser for each of the sides. Interesting. That was not what I wanted to do, so let me... Yeah, you can use this building blocks. I'm not sure if there's anything about how far away the lasers need to be. So like that, and one below, and then have a button on this side. No? You cannot take a button? Do I need a regular stone button, maybe? Okay, so that actually worked, it looked like. So if I replace these here with some... so let's say 1 point. 3, 4 points. And we want some ultimate... what's it called? Not the pressure tube, the universal cable. So we want cable going on either side of this when we're doing this. So the idea is to basically have a column here of lasers going upwards. Can I place another laser here? Yes, perfect. And then if I have what is that called? The laser amplifier. Let's say I want 15 of them. No idea how many I actually need of them. If I have 15 of them, then I want 4 per item. So probably 40 plus something. So each of these here, if I place, if I can place them like that, and then they can convert energy up to the topmost one. So this one up here should be configured to be pulse, and this one down here should be ignoring it. That means that I can, yeah, that's excellent. So that means, whoops, don't walk into it. Because a structure like this would work. That's the wrench. So a structure like this here should definitely work. I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to do here. This is a fun little experiment. So like this here, these here will then charge up this one here. And within a fair amount of time, they should be able to do it. That's it. That's below here that I need to do it. So in order to actually verify that I can do that, I first of all need to... Is this the center of the block? It looks like it. Yeah. So if I want to... I was thinking of actually embedding it a bit into... a slight bit into the ground here. Something like that. Let's actually look at creating the casing for it. Do need, I don't know if I have enough for this. I think it's 75 of these here. I highly doubt that I have enough. I do. Oh, it's gonna craft a slight bit more than what I actually need. It's fine. We'll figure out a use for that. So if I go around here, I need to at least place them here, if I remember correctly. Then I need to place them below here as well. Filled in almost. I think I'm gonna do it slightly different here though, and not actually fill in everything below here. I'm gonna get these 4 back. Then up here, we need a bit of the reactor. Let's see, we actually do need. I need 4 of them. I want to make a water cool, the sodium cool, whatever, something that's cool, basically. So I do need ports for it. And I was thinking of, how do I want to do that? So I want heat coming down from one side. Let's say we do it like this. And then we have fuel coming in from the other side. And then we need the reactor glass. gonna be interesting to figure out how to do the helium. Is it helium? It's called. I think it is helium-based fulcrum, maybe. I don't know. Based power igniter. Something like this should work. And then we just want 4 reactor plates here. And 4 more. I needed way less than I expected of these. Interesting. That's one thing I did not craft up. That was the reactor controller. So I need a basic chemical tank. That should be easy enough. And that crafts up the... Here is that. It's not forming. Oh, right. Yes, it's not forming because it would never form because it's missing a thing here down here. So the last thing I need is one of the... I think it's this one here. If this one here can be placed at the bottom, it looks like it can. That means that we actually should be able, if I am right in that. And the side, please. So if we assume that we have laser here, space, laser, power cord, and this place here, this place there, there, and there. We go something like that. Purely just making up the numbers as we go here. So if I do this here and then build up the power, so I want 1 space below here. Like that. I can have it out of the ways, but still available in case I mess up and need to restart it. Excellent. This is a nice little build, I think. And in the center there, how do I want to do that? So, I can just do like this. And it also creates like a containment structure around it. That's pretty nice. See, can I lower? Yeah, thank you. Sometimes that the jetpack, it's excellent to have a jetpack that's really fast, but on the other hand, it's really bad to have a jetpack that's really fast. So let's tear this down again. Oh, small tunnel. I want a shape list. I am gonna have more stuff floating around me than I can carry. I guarantee that. Perfect. Laser amplifier, how many more do we need of them? And which one of them is the one that has been configured? Unfortunately, I cannot see that, so I need to go and revalidate everything at the end of it. Oops, not like that. That would actually do I have one more of them? I do have plenty of them if I wanted to. It's definitely not the top one that has been configured different. This one has not been configured. This one has not been configured. It's this one. So ignore this one here and this one up here. The pulse based. So now it should be good to go. And I'm gonna say this side here don't need all of them. More power, so that should be fine. Let's drop off stuff that we don't need right now. We need the 4 flux points because flux points are going to be living around here. This should be provider, yes. probably actually need to go back and reconfigure them because they do have a limitation here. And if I go in and grab all the lasers, I'm guessing the lower amount here is the ones I've already placed once. So if I start by filling this up, let me fill this up and then be right back. Okay, so we now have the lasers set up and they are now charging up my amplifier at the top here. It's a decently fast one. I wonder, yeah, there's no interface for them, so I cannot actually change their sound. Slightly annoying sounding. Dissipation. I guess there's something Oh, it already has some. Okay, so shooting in power there actually converts power into this. Okay, interesting. So current setup here. Let's say we want to go for 8 DT fuel. If we go by 8, then we will have a steam production. That's less than what we need. So if we go for 16 maybe, that's 2.4 million steam production. That's pretty decent. Let's actually take a look here because there's one limiting factor here as well. So if we look at our ultimate pressurized thing here, we can see that they have a capacity of 1 million millibuckets per tick, but they do only have a pump rate of 256 millibuckets per tick. So if I want steam like this here and it has a production rate of 240, that's actually way too high then. Go down here, this has not quite where I want it to hit. So if we go here, that means that we actually, I'm not sure, but I need to verify this, but I think this means that I need to have 4 ports that are dedicated towards steam, getting steam out of it. But I might also be completely on the wrong side here. We do have the fluids one here, which has a significantly lower pump rate. Yeah, I need to figure that out because I do believe that this one over here, it produces quite a bit. How much does it actually produce? Actually know how much it produces, but it is a significant amount. So if I read this correctly, it says here that it's inputting 1.2 million RF, 1.2 million microbuckets of steam, and I only have one here. Yeah, something here I'm not fully understanding. Anyway, I could easily actually convert the 4 outputs up here to outputs. That could look pretty cool. But yeah, this is the first step of this one here. I have a good amount of fuel in there already. It's formed, everything is ready. Now we just need to move the different items over here. So deuterium I actually have here, and I do have the tritium here, and DT fuel here. So I should be able to. What does it take to make the whole? How do you spell that? Holcrum. Where are you? Okay, let's take a look here. Mechanism. Holcrum. I think it's spelled like something similar to this. There they are. Well, Holram. I don't know. So this one here is generated by carbon, bit of gold. That I can actually automate quite quickly, right? So if I go into here, go here, say we don't need you, we just need 4 gold dust. 4 gold dust makes this. Then if we go down to one of our infusion factories, I think it's probably this one. Let's see if that works. H. Holram. Let's craft one. That worked. So I should be able to take you here and... No? Is it in this one then? Yes. Why am I creating liquid DT fuel? I don't know. Oh yeah, for the quest earlier on. Right. It's been a while. So this here is now ready to actually be started. These sounds here are horrendous. Oh, I'm already at the halfway mark. That actually goes way faster filling up than I expected. But yeah, I do need to actually get a proper production of both deuterium and tritium up and going. This over here was set up rather quickly. I do want to make sure that I can actually run that one at any given speed that I want, and not just at the lowest convenient speed. Also, why? Did I press that one wrongly? Let's see, we want the fluids. There we go. Oh. So I have not been generating that for a while now. That's annoying. And now I'm running out of brine again because you always run out of brine. I don't know why, but it's always brine that we'll run low on. I could, of course, take all of the brine from over here and stick it into the system over here. But yeah, that's a future upgrade, I think. We have a solid generation of power from here. We have not generated as much as I wanted here, but we are getting closer and closer, edging slowly closer to the amount that we need. Perfect. Cool. Rather annoying that you have to have this one here at the top. This should be fairly straightforward. I wonder if there's any like limitations for it. That said, I think this is a wrap-up point of this video here. Next episode, I'll continue on the fusion reactor and get the fuel production up and running. I might set up the 2 lines for it in between episodes because I've already set them up once. Didn't I do that on camera? I think I did. I don't think there's a need for me to set it up multiple times and just show the same multiple times. If there is, let me know. And I'll definitely go through it and explain it throughout the flow of it. I'm gonna build similar to this one over here, build up maybe a bit higher, a bit bigger this time. I need to recalculate how much I actually need for these here, because this one over here is just set up without any like calculations about how many vents, etc. I set into it. So I should probably have done a bit different here. It does have a decent production rate here, but yeah, can be better. Anyway, that's that's it for this time around. If you like what I was doing, toss me a like. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, subscribe. If you actually, there's no more if. It's all at the end of this here now. Thank you very much for watching, and see you out there.